As one of Japan's leading producers of citrus, Ehime Prefecture, of which Matsuyama is a capital, is known as a citrus kingdom. The prefecture produces many varieties that can be enjoyed throughout the year, including the popular mandarins. Island that lies off the coast of Matsuyama is known for its production of mandarin oranges. Every year of April 14th, Ehime prefectures celebrated Orange Day by offering the present of oranges and orange-colored items. A good book speaks to our souls at night and takes us to a place where there are horses. We want to see beautiful people and movies, but books are different. When we read, it's just our mind and the pages, and I do mean pages. I get the convenience of downloading multiple books on a tablet or home, but for me, the escape from technology is part of the appeal. Holding a book in your hands and touching the paper as your thumb pages. When we read, we can stop any time and feel the impact of the words. I'm always happiest when there is a good books in my life. A lot of people these days struggle to make time for readings, and that's true for me too. We want to read, but with busy schedules, the internet, Netflix, and our ubiquitous phones, simply sitting down and reading a book often gets lost. If you dislike oranges, you are not comfortable on large groups. You do not like partying and socializing. You are more comfortable with a small circle of friends. You don't like flamboyance and showing off. You may be falling yourself back socially. It can also indicate anger at having been treated cruelly at some stage in your life. If your favorite color is orange, with orange as your favorite, you are warm, optimistic, extroverted, and often flamboyant. You are friendly, good-natured, and generally agreeable person. You are assertive and determined rather than aggressive. Having a personality color orange means you are more light-hearted and less intense than those full of red. We are reflecting on our second year and a pandemic, going through one of the world's longest lockdown and a race to get vaccinated. Usually, I'm pretty shy and don't typically advertise it for friends online, or ask someone I already know to go to happier race. But maybe someone watching this will inspire you to do something out of character for a good chance in their own life. Things have changed. Part of that perhaps is the internet has allowed us to have windows on the world that we previously didn't have access to. Maybe that has gone a long way towards changing people's impression of other culture. International travel has expanded, obviously not during the COVID time, but international travel has expanded. My whole concept of what the United States was built entirely upon the TV drama. Europe there was a lot of cultural chauvinisms. There was a sense that the Brits were somehow superior. Everybody should be considered equal and respected. Yeah, and times have changed. Identity of every country probably has changed. I think we have reached a point where we need to put aside this idea of cultures have certain traits. Having lived abroad for many years, that changed your perspective. In Japan, there is a particular difficulty for people. It's because it's such homogeneous a society. Growing up in a society that were very homogeneous, the idea of diversity doesn't even come into their thinking because they are not exposed to the concept, and that makes it particularly difficult. Break it down. One thing I have found effective is look at kind of short term. Today, I needed to do such and such, and longer term goals, like not just living day to day in terms of what I have to get done, but looking at what I want to get done by the end of such a period. Whether it's the day or the week or month or the 6 month or even a year, and then to break it down. There's a power in writing things down and writing down. When you're writing them down, you can see the things that are actually important and that you need to get done, and the things that you don't need to do or want to do. And so quite a good gesture to cross the things off that list. Don't you find that too? People really have a different styles that suit them, and for some people, it'd be way too stressful, like to leave it up till the end, and some people feel they do their best work on that way. There is a kind of adrenaline light and adrenaline rush, and your creative energies come together. Would you say that that's the case for you in terms of leaving it more till the last minutes? I tend to think about things a lot and sort of semi-prepare things for a couple of months, and so when I have the pressure of the deadline, it very helped me put all my thoughts together and get the work done. So I try to change the style over the years, but I just can't do it. So now I'm just giving up, and I just go with it. Manage one's schedule. So do you tend to use, for example, smartphone? Do you use a date book, like write things in a date book? And how do you get things done? Do you have the list that you cross things off? Or do you make a list every day or a list every week? Or what works for you? I make those lists and the things like that, then I ended up not sticking it to them. It tended to be the most important things gets done first. Yeah, it isn't. I spend so much time looking at computer screen and smartphones and everything that I like to write my list of things to do on a piece of paper. There are things that one prioritize and you're gonna get it done because you have to, and so you do. Then there are that kind of medium medium length things that, and medium important things that maybe you get down at some points and you needed to get down. And then there are the this discretionary things that I want I want to do them, and I write them down. But I often don't get to them, and I've concluded after years of this, it creates my mind to write it down. The present is a key to unlocking the past and the future. It teaches us something very profound. It is a basic assumption of science, not just the geology, that natural phenomena will repeat themselves if conditions do not change. If we try to decipher the past without assuming the principle of uniformity, we are likely to come up with simplistic explanations that a certain phenomenon occurs the laws of nature at the time were different from those of the present. The uniformity theory is a basic idea of modern geology, which assumes that conditions in the past are the same as those in the present. And if a phenomenon can be explained by a process occurring in the present, then the explanation should be adapted. We are always regretting what has passed and worrying about the future that is yet to come, and we don't live it in the present. When adversity comes, we have no choices but to accept it that it's inevitable. If you sow it, it will grow. The problem is what we do from now on. It may be depressing to think, what if this happens? Or what if that happens? Don't chase the past. Don't be afraid of the future. The most important thing is now. You get what you deserve. If you do good deeds, good result will come back to you. If you do bad things, bad result will come back to you. The only result that you will see are the ones you do. Whenever I am upset, I say to myself, a seed that is not sown will not grow. Whenever I get angry, I tell myself, what you don't sow doesn't grow, and all you have to reap is what you sow. If I'm right, why do I have to go through this? I'm right, but why do I have to go through? So you can't help but feel helpless, and eventually you will sink as a tragic hero. Instead, if you get your own swing, you will know what to do, and you will stop your depression. That's why I always try to remind myself and decide what I get. To get back to my original point, I feel getting what you deserve, what created the present me, the environment I am in, and the circumstances I am in. It is without a doubt created by our past selves. In the past, we ate only what we wanted to eat, slept regularly, and did not exercise at all. It's not wonder that you are now experiencing health problems. It's a week before the test, but you are not in the mood, so you read a comic manga, play video games, and don't study at all. If you don't study at all, it's completely inevitable that the result of today's test will be terrible. So, if I think about it in the same way, what creates my future self? That's exactly what I am talking about. It is my present self. If I work hard now, the result will surely come back to me in the future. On the other hand, if I spend each day carelessly, I may do well now, but I will definitely regret it later. If I don't do my best in the present, I will definitely regret it later. My past self created my present self, and my present self created my future self. That is why it is said that the present is a key to unlocking the past and the future. Wouldn't it be great if you could predict your future? There is a way to do this, and taking a good look at yourself in the present is the key to unlocking your future self.